News Radio, Wham 1180 welcomes you to the Seniors Rock Show, presented by Effortlessly Healthy Meals. The Seniors Rock Show is a lively weekly discussion shining a bright light on aging with fun, entertaining, and important info for all adults. Join in with your comments or questions. Call 222-1180 or 1-800-295-1180. Now, live from the News Radio Wham 1180 studios in downtown Rochester, here's your host, Joanna Palvino.
Good morning and happy Saturday to everyone. I am Joanna and I'm your host today and every Saturday. And I'm here today and most Saturdays with my co-host, estate planning attorney Mike Robinson. And he is the law office of Michael Robinson. And today, Pam is off having some fun. And Johnny Gates is our producer. Happy to see his face today. He's always smiling. It's nice to see him. And if you call us, you'll talk to him. And we're live today, 585-222-1180. We promise that we've got good information, entertainment, and fun for seniors and all adults every week. And today, I think we're going to deliver. So stay tuned for the next hour, please. Mike's going to bring up a topic that might make you squirm, but it's a good one to listen to. Then we're going to have George Collins on again. He's a TPI certified physical therapist with Agape Physical Therapy, and he's back to talk about golf and the benefits of physical therapy on and off the course. So if you're a golfer or you know one, listen for that one. That's coming up soon. And followed by the hottest entertainment in town. That's the entertainment part of our show today, and that's OFC Creations Theater and their Broadway and Brighton series. We've been talking about that every week. Now West Side Story is on the stage, and we're going to have Marisa Guzman here with us today. She's the choreographer of the show, and she's got a backstory too that deserves. I was thinking this morning that deserves a standing ovation too. And you're gonna like this amazing production, and it's an interesting story. So let's get started with you, Mike Robinson. What's on that mind of yours today?
Hey, happy Saturday, Joanna. And my gosh, what a glorious Saturday, huh?
Sure is beautiful.
It is
Another one. I
indeed.
mean, really, isn't it crazy? It's getting
I
cooler
know.
though. Let's not forget it is getting a little cooler. Have you turned your furnace on yet?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What a wuss.
Uh,
We're holding out. John
but you
makes
know
me try
what?
to
I
hold out
didn't
till
know
November
it.
1st. I don't know what that exercise is for.
Well,
But I
I
may
don't know either, but it was
have to
set
sneak over
on
there.
an automatic schedule and it went on without us even realizing it was coming on.
Oh, okay then. All right then.
So, but we've nixed it. But it
That
did go
makes a
on.
difference.
I have to admit. So, anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was a topic. It impacts us in all areas of life, but it's especially problematic when we talk about estate planning, and that is procrastination. And so this is dedicated to those folks whose mantra is why put off until tomorrow what you can put off until the day after tomorrow.
That's a good one.
So, but let's talk about why do we procrastinate? And again, this applies in a lot of areas of life, but I want to talk specifically how it applies to estate planning. In one reason that people will put off doing their estate planning is because it's not the right time. Well, when is the right time? It's certainly not after we've died or after
Yeah,
we've
right.
become incapacitated. And it's natural. We all sort of want to wait for that perfect time to address something. And the reality is there is no perfect time. There's only now. And so, waiting for that perfect time means it's just not going to get done. So it's an easy excuse, but it's not really a very good one. And Joanna, a related reason to it's not the right time is, well, I'm too busy right now. I'll get to it when things slow down.
Oy, oy, oy. That is a classic.
Right? And well, okay, tell me,
Never
when is
happens.
life going to slow down? Right? Our life
Never.
never slows down. It's always filled with things to do, circumstances pop up. So waiting for things to slow down, that's not a good plan either because it's just never going to slow down. And
Mhm.
if you don't address it now, it's just not going to get addressed.
And you know what's funny? As I've gotten older, when I was younger, I thought as I got older, I would have less things to do. You know, when you're in the throes of the children and all the things going on with their activities. And now that I'm older, the family's gotten bigger and there's more things to do. So it is not slowing down. So that was kind of an eye opener for me. So what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
It is true. I've experienced the same thing, and how many of us have talked with or even experienced, people when they're retired, they say they're busier now than they were when they were working.
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
s-
I'm
s-
supposed to be retired. I don't feel like I am. And I don't know what that means anyway. I don't want to be retired. That sounds like you're going to put me on a shelf. It's not going to happen.
there you go. I'm in the same boat. So, a third reason is, a lot of folks say that they can't get to it because it's so overwhelming that they don't even know where to start. And I get that. It can be overwhelming. For one thing, there's just way too much information out there. And when people start to investigate estate planning, if you Google estate planning, you're going to get, I think the last time I Googled it came back with like 6 billion with a B results.
Ay, ay, ay.
Who's got time to go through all of that? And
Mhm.
and how do you even make sense of it? It gets confusing. People, and
Speaking
then,
of, I'm gonna
yep, go
jump in
ahead.
again. Marketing wise, they are out there now. I heard an ad last week and I heard it a couple of times and I started to laugh when I heard it because they said you can do your estate planning from your couch, from your sofa. And I'm like, what? It was just, it made it sound ridiculously easy. But then at the end of the commercial, after they say all their things, give you all their contact, then at the end they say, but, it's not really legal to go to an estate planning attorney. I'm like, "What?" I mean, it's crazy stuff, so be careful, folks. You're gonna get roped in, and we talk about scams all the time. That, to me, is pretty much a scam. It's just I shouldn't say that because I guess they're advertisers, but never mind. So, go ahead.
So, well, and you're right, and we've talked on the show before about the dangers of online services, and I'm sure we'll revisit that again. But so what happens is it leads to what we call analysis paralysis. People get so much information, they don't know what to do with it. They become frozen, and remember, folks, you don't have to do this alone. When you sit down with a good estate planning attorney, they're going to help you cut through all of that noise and help you focus on the solutions that are important to you and your family. So it's not something you've got to figure out on your own. That's what the estate planning attorney is for. They're going to guide you through the system, take away that overwhelming feeling, and really help you focus on the matters that are important to you and your family. And the other thing I would suggest when people are saying, well, I can put it off, and well, if it doesn't get done, is it that really that big a deal? Um, you really do need to consider the consequences of not getting the estate planning in order. And I wish, Joanna, that folks could just shadow me for a week, because every week we're dealing with both sides of the coin. We're dealing with many situations where people do have their estate planning in order. And when that incapacity event occurs or when that death occurs, obviously a sad event, but things go pretty smoothly. Conversely, on the other side of the coin, when those events occur and people haven't done their planning, it is a mess for the family, a lot of frustration, tears, oftentimes significant financial consequences result as well. So the consequences are significant if we continue to put it off. And I'm always reminded of a quote. It's attributed to Pablo Picasso. I don't know if that's true, but the quote is, don't put off until tomorrow, or rather, only put off until tomorrow what you're okay dying having left undone.
Whoa, that was good. Yeah, that makes sense. And so does this analysis paralysis, because who does not get on the computer now and look at everything, research everything? I don't care what you're buying, right? You're even if it's on, the big shopping sites that you can trust if you do it right. It's always, "Okay, let me see if I can look at that." I look at the features, I look at the specs. So, hey, when you're doing estate planning, it makes sense to look at a good attorney, get someone who's reputable, get someone who's had a lot of experience and who focuses on estate planning because it changes every day, just like our lives. That's what I'm taking away from this.
And that is true. And actually, you bring up the product research. I will not name names, but I know somebody who, for example, if they're going to buy a new refrigerator, will research every refrigerator out there, go through, as you say, all of the features, et cetera. And by the time they get done, none of those models are being made anymore, and they have to start over again.
It's true. I am a feature creature. I'll tell you that right now. I just made that up. That's cute, right? But it's true. And I used to sell electronic equipment, and you need to look at all those things. You need to be very, astute at what you're putting together and won't work. So I have that spec head, and it's interesting. So I am now reminded not to do that. Thank you very much, Mike Robinson.
All right.
Okay. So, anywho, how was your week?
Good, good. And I'm actually excited to hear our next guest. I'm still looking forward to getting in some golf this season.
Yeah, you're giving it away there. Yes, we are going to have somebody on that knows all about golf, and his name is George Collins. He's with Agape Physical Therapy, and he is a uh, TPI. I'm not going to say what it is yet because if you don't know, you're going to have to listen till after the break and we will talk to him. But he is a TPI performance person who specializes in golf because Mike just gave it away. And he's going to talk to us about the things you can think about now and through the winter. Even though we're in the Northeast, it will be snowing, but you can work on your golf. They have a golf simulator. I love that thing. I've tried it. It's really fun. And it's just wonderful because you can learn how physical therapy and golf go together and work on your game, so that and it helps your body both on and off the course. That's what I'm seeing with this kind of thing. So have you ever tried this? You did it at one of the open houses, didn't you?
Yep, and we'll be right back, folks, with George Collins. So stay tuned here on Seniors Rock Radio.
Hi, this is Shayna Zazzaro, owner of Effortlessly Healthy Meal Delivery Service. Preventative health screenings can help find diseases early when they are easier to treat and may help prevent some diseases from occurring in the future. So be sure to never miss your physical exam with your doctor. There's a reason that they do these. They're important to check your overall mental and physical health. From your blood pressure to your blood tests, your doctor needs to review all of your information to make sure that you can live as long as possible. But did you know that the healthier you eat and the more you move, the better your physical exam will be? Here's a fun fact for you. My 93-year-old grandpa has perfect blood work and lives alone thanks to his effortlessly healthy meals.
This motivational minute is brought to you by Effortlessly Healthy Meals. Enjoy fresh, chef-prepared meals delivered to your door with weekly changing menus. Visit ehmeals.com and live effortlessly healthy.
All right. Well, welcome back to Seniors Rock Radio. And joining us now is George Collins. George is a doctor of physical therapy at Agape Physical Therapy's Brockport location. George has a unique practice as a physical therapist who's certified by the Titleist Performance Institute. And George does golf instruction at Agape and says he enjoys working with golfers of all ages to help them enjoy the game more and without pain. He was on the show this past June, and we're happy to have him back. So welcome back to Seniors Rock Radio, George.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, George, it's Joanna. It is great to have you back. And even though I'm not a golfer, because I talk too much, apparently, that's what my brothers used to tell me. They wouldn't let me go with them. But anyway, let's get to TPI. Tell us about what is the Titleist Performance Institute, please.
Yeah, so just like you said, TPI stands for Titleist Performance Institute, and it's the world's leading educational organization dedicated to study how the human body might function in relation to the golf swing. So it was developed by a whole board made up of medical doctors, physical therapists, strength and conditioning coaches, and PGA coaches as well, really to look at how physical limitations such as tightness, weaknesses, and mobility and stability can adversely affect someone's golf swing and potentially lead to injury.
Well, that makes sense. And I guess, folks might think, oh, I've hurt something or I may hurt something and they're going to talk to a doctor, but tell them what a physical therapist has to offer if you're TPI certified.
So if you're, a physical therapist who's TPI certified wouldn't only offer the benefits of being a physical therapist and helping treat injuries and prevent injuries, but with that golf background, they can really tailor their treatments to people looking to not only improve their golf game, but get back on the course without pain. So it would consist of a physical screen, looking at any mobility or stability restrictions that would affect the golf swing. And then we do a golf swing analysis and see how those restrictions actually are put into play with their golf swing.
Interesting. And I know that you use a golf simulator also there at Agape. Tell our listeners who may not be familiar with that, what exactly is a golf simulator?
Correct. We actually have a golf simulator at our Brockport location and our Chile location. It's essentially a way to golf but indoors, and it consists of a screen, a few sensors, and a computer where you could play on 18 holes on multiple different courses. You could play on a driving range and look at different numbers like your swing path, your distance, your club head speed. So it's a really good way to see how you're progressing with your swing and track progress. And you could play it and use it in the winter, which is also a benefit if you want to golf year round.
It is. It's fun to do, and it's a way to, as you say, to kind of keep the swing going all year. Who, in terms of this type of physical therapy, who can really benefit from it?
I would say anyone looking to get into golf or enjoys golf. You could use it as a way to not only just improve your game and analyze your swing in general, but if you do notice you have some tightness and pain during or afterwards from a round or even just going to the driving range, that's not really something you should be experiencing, and it could definitely be improved. So those people, ranging from the amateur to even professional level, could benefit from a TPI screening if they are noticing any of that during their golf game.
Got it. And how do they get started? Do they need a referral?
You don't necessarily need a referral. You could actually be seen for 10 visits or 30 days through direct access. And then should you want to continue, then you would need to get a referral from your doctor, which wouldn't be that difficult to do, but you can be seen initially without that doctor referral.
Well, it's a beautiful day today. Are you going to go golfing, George?
I am not today, unfortunately. I wish I was.
Well, there probably will be some other days, but if you can't get out, folks, you can visit George, and there's two golf simulator locations for Agape, and it's Brockport and Gates, right, George?
Chile, and we also have another
Thank you.
TPI certified physical therapist at our Webster clinic. So for those of you on the east side looking to get involved, Tyler at our Webster location is also TPI certified.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us again today. Always good stuff, George Collins. And folks, yeah, we like both sides, east and west here. And there are locations all around Rochester for you from Agape Physical Therapy. There's one near you, don't forget. And Recovery, Wellness, Performance. They all start at Agape Physical Therapy. And you can find out all about them at agapephysicaltherapy.com. You don't have to go all over the internet, like we said. Don't get that paralysis, but go to agapephysicaltherapy.com, and you will enjoy a lot of good information that can help you and your family and your friends. So, and the other thing that'll help you is if you stay tuned, because we have some really fun entertainment coming up. We're going to be talking to the choreographer of West Side Story, and that is at OFC Creations on the stage right now, and she's got a cool backstory too. So I hope you will stay with us. Don't go away. We will be right back. Hello, welcome back to Seniors Rock Radio, and I wanted to bring up a quote. Say it loud, and there's music playing. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. I thought that was one of the most beautiful lyrics I've ever heard that was ever written. And of course, that's from West Side Story. And West Side Story songs and dance numbers, Mike, they like just stay with you, right? And
They
Dan's on
do.
stage now. Yeah, we're going to tell you where you can see it. But right now, we're joined with someone who's bringing those famous dance numbers, which I love, all the dancing and all the singing and the whole show. But she is bringing it to the stage here locally. Marisa Guzman is the choreographer for OFC Creations West Side Story, and that opened last night. I'm sorry, not last night, I think Thursday night, doesn't matter, at OFC's Theater in Winton Place. It's playing now. It's the second show in OFC's new Broadway and Brighton series. And we've been talking about that every week. And you'll have until October 27th, jot that down, to see this wonderful, wonderful show. But right now, let's take a peek behind the curtain now with choreographer Marisa Guzman. Welcome to the show, Marisa.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice to hear your voice. And I don't think it's one that, a lot of folks hear since you are in the background there. But tell us about your background as a choreographer and how your Latin and ballroom expertise is used in part of West Side Story.
So my background with choreography, I used to go and watch my father choreograph shows. So I was kind of like one of those theater brats running around.
Want me to
And
take?
and then I started getting into it. I've done multiple local high school productions. I have volunteered for at the Syracuse City School District, teaching one of their middle school productions. I've worked with Syracuse Opera Company. I've worked with the Syracuse Symphony. I even did a portion of a competition piece for Michelle Ferraro's Dance USA competition team when they wanted some Argentine tango. So
Oh,
and multiple community theater shows as well.
Interesting. And, Marissa, dance is such an important part of this production in particular. What's the biggest challenge?
Um, I think the biggest challenge with West Side Story is it really is like the music. Bernstein did not make it easier for choreographers. You can't just count to 8. You really have to go with the musicality of it, which is probably why I love this show so much. And I love working. This is my fourth time working on a production of West Side Story. And I absolutely love it. And every time I find something new in the music and something new to do with the choreography to make it new for the dancers as well.
that's awesome. And speaking of new, you're doing something that's new for you. I think you're working with the in-house choreographer there at OFC, and that person used to be your student. And is it Kaylee Carroll? Can you talk about that relationship and how that's going?
Oh, Chaley is absolutely wonderful. So I first met Chaley. She was 9 years old, and she auditioned for Peter Pan when I did it for the Town of Manlius production. And I apparently I was the first choreographer she ever worked with, aside from her mom. So we started there, and then she's done multiple productions for me, and became my dance captain as she was older. And now it's just so exciting and so fulfilling to see the amazing job that she does with her choreography with OFC Productions. I mean, she really does a fantastic job. And just, I think, like, as an educator of anything, when we find a student that then moves on and does something so well, you can't help but feel like proud of them for their accomplishments.
That
Oh,
is
that's a
awesome.
great
Speaking of
story.
accomplishments, I think Mike wanted to ask you something too.
Well, Marissa, just on a personal note, I know that you've been going through cancer treatment. I believe finished it though while doing the production here. How has your craft and the arts generally been a healing element as part of your recovery?
Um, I think it's been essential in my healing. First of all, I worked with some people who were just so understanding of what I was going through, and being able to collaborate and still be creative and still participate while having people around you who understand that you need to guard your energy and and as you're going through treatments and everything. It was just phenomenal. I really do think that having something to do besides focus on um, on, getting through chemo, getting through radiation treatments, was really beneficial. Kept my mind off of it, so to speak. I didn't overextend myself, but it did keep my mind off of just focusing on that and being able to focus on something else positive.
Sure. And I should note this weekend in particular, Western New York attendees will not be rooting for the Jets. We're
Oh,
we're
you're
we're
Love
shark
it,
people
love
this
it.
weekend.
Yeah, you
baby
got to
sharks.
root for the Sharks a little bit.
It's got to be fun, Marissa, and I can imagine it takes your mind off of some of these tough things that life brings us. And folks, if you would like to go and see Marissa's work, it's at OFC Creations. Thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see the show. I love it. It's one of my favorites, right up there with The Sound of Music.
Yeah,
So,
thank you
folks,
so much for
you've got
having me.
until yeah, you've got it, Marissa. I hope to meet you, and I'll peek around if I see when I'm at the show to see if you're around. But anyway, we will be looking for folks to get online, go to ofccreations.com and get your tickets now because you've only got till October 27th to see this phenomenal show. And it's a classic, right? And the best music, right up there, right? Leonard Bernstein, you can't beat it. So the best choreography with Marissa. It is a great time for anyone to go, the family, a date night, whatever it is. Even Johnny Gates could go.
There he
All
goes.
right.
He's cheering that one.
Absolutely. Now, I think I'm wondering if you're wondering what's going on outside because we keep talking about how beautiful it is and how it's important to get out. We talk about that forest bathing and all the great benefits for your health. And, you know, a lot of the things that we do on the show are health related. In fact, pretty much everything, I think, when you think about it, because it affects your health. And there's a way to look at it. And when we come back, we're going to give you some ideas to get outside and we're going to talk about how the local farmers might benefit from you getting outside too. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Shayna Cesaro, owner of Effortlessly Healthy Meal Delivery Service. Aging is challenging, and changes to sleep patterns are a normal part of the aging process. But sleep problems can affect your health. Not getting enough sleep can lead to trouble learning, solving problems, poor balance, coordination issues, mood changes, mental health issues, forgetfulness, changes in appearance, and weakened immune systems. Not to mention higher stress levels, unfortunately, weight gain, and more. So shoot for a nice routine. Losing sleep will often happen with age, but a midday nap can be the perfect solution for you to catch up on your sleep. Plus, who doesn't love a good snooze?
This motivational minute is brought to you by Effortlessly Healthy Meals. Enjoy fresh, chef-prepared meals delivered to your door with weekly changing menus. Visit ehmeals.com and live effortlessly healthy.
Welcome back to Seniors Rock Radio. And, Mike talked about procrastinating earlier in the show. That was in the first segment. I hope you've been with us for the entire segment. And I hope that you are not procrastinating about getting an air duct cleaning because the next question is, have you turned your furnace on? Because if you haven't, it's going to happen soon. You still have a little bit of time to get that air duct cleaning from Indoor Air Professionals. They are our favorites. We tell you about it every week. And this is a crucial time because that smell that you're going to smell when you put the furnace on for the first time, Mike did. I haven't done it yet. I'm holding out, but I do also have an air duct cleaning, so I'm not somewhat worried about it. But all that stuff, dust, skin cells, and bacteria, all those gross things that our friend Peter talks about, they've been settling in your furnace all summer, and now it's fall. So you can probably imagine what's in there, and you should get a clean, and you should clean it and sanitize your ductwork, just all the other things that you prep for winter for. So, Indoor Air Professionals will make a difference in your dust levels, your allergies, asthma, and your heating and air conditioning performance. And in this case, it's going to be heating. Don't forget. Let's get it done. Don't wait. Don't be that guy, or girl, or gal, whatever you say now. Peter Gordon is waiting for your call. He will still honor, if you hurry up, 175 off your first air duct cleaning from Indoor Air Pros. You can get that done. You can get a discount on some really wonderful things to clean your air after you get the air duct cleaning, and that's like a Healthway portable medical grade air purifier. Those are fabulous. They take that air and keep it clean for you, and especially in the bedroom, I think that I've heard that it's fabulous for your allergies. So don't wait. Peter's there. Indoor Air Professionals, 427-8020, extension 303. That's 585-427-8020, extension 303. Get it done. Don't be that person who's waiting. So we've had a great show today. I've enjoyed it very much. And we talked about, well, we had a little bump there about farmers, and Luke Bryant's a great singer, but we want to sing the praises of local farmers now and mention that they are open for business. All the farm markets are open. And I was in the paper actually this morning. They list a few of the ones on the west side. And I know you've got a few over there on the east side too, Mike, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's, I mean, and you're right. It's great to get out to those. Good to, again, keep it local, right? In
Mhm.
terms of your shopping, and it's fresh air. It's fun. A lot of them have different activities, especially for kids. There's
Mhm.
different corn mazes. I know Longacre Farms in Macedon. They might have the longest running corn maze in the area, actually, and they've got their fall festival weekends going on. And there's
Mhm.
others too, as well. But I was trying to think. There's the fall foliage trolley rides that they do in Henrietta at the New York Museum of Transportation. Those are kind of fun, especially for the kids, and that'll be happening tomorrow.
Well, I
Um,
think that's also good for, the older folks who don't wanna run around a maze.
there
I
you
think the
go.
train sounds kinda nice.
There you
Just
go.
saying.
Yeah. The zoo, Seneca Park Zoo's got their fall
Love it.
fest going on. Lincoln Hill Farms always has fun stuff. So, Genesee Country Village and Museum, and just anywhere, getting out for a drive, a walk, a
Mhm.
hike, get on the bicycle. Great time.
Very cool, and, I guess, it won't be long till we actually gonna have a state park right in the middle of our city. It'll be, High Falls State Park is going to be created down there, which I think is kind of fascinating because it is a beautiful area that's so underused, right? Johnny, do you know where, the High Falls folks are gonna put that, state park? Did you read about that yet? Well, let me tell you, it's down in the gorge, and it's going to be, I guess, like a three-quarter of a mile park. I think about it because I've been on that bridge there looking down, and I think, wow, that is, such a beautiful area. I wonder how they're going to get people down there. It's going to be fascinating to watch that happen.
Yeah, I've seen the artist's rendering of what the park's going to look like, and I'm excited about it. I mean, I love exploring the area anyway, and
Mhm.
it's tough. I don't even know if you can get down in that area of the gorge safely right now.
No.
So to make that accessible, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, you do not want to go down there now. As far as I know, there's no way to get down there unless you're climbing around, and that's not a good idea because
Or you
usually
can
every
you can
year
get
here's
down, but you
something.
can't get back up, right?
That's right. That's a classic. That is funny. Don't okay. So there are lots of things to do, and Johnny Gates is sitting there, and he's done a good job for us today. I wonder if are you going to have any fun this weekend? What are you going to do?
I'm working a lot this weekend, so
Oh,
you know.
oh, boo hoo. Wait till you're retired. You got a few years yet. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, one or
Anyway,
two
there
maybe.
are so, folks, get out. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and we will have more of those, I promise. Because you know what? I thought this morning I even like it when it's snowing because if the sun is out, it doesn't matter. Don't forget, folks, to get out there and enjoy yourself. Go to our website if you'd like to see all of our health related sponsors, and they've all got great stuff. Please go to them. They support this show every week, and it's at seniorsrockradio.com.
All
And
right, thanks.
Mike, good
Yep,
to see
thanks
you. I'll
everybody
see
for
you next
listening.
Saturday too.
There you
Yeah, are
go.
you
Have
still
a
there?
great week, and be well and be kind.
Absolutely. And everybody, don't forget, enjoy yourselves. Take a minute to smile. It's tough these days. There's a lot of bad news, but we're here to tell you there's a lot of good news too, a lot of good people. So get out there, smile, look at each other, and don't forget, seniors rock.